Now, if you're the kind of person that is easily offended whenever their beliefs are being questioned, and you're the kind of person that don't want to have a mind of your own, and you don't encourage people to think and to question things, so I would better just advise you to click away from this video and go watch something else, because in this video we're going to discuss about a very important question, important topic, and which I know if you've been thinking enough, you must be curious about it. And this, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted, this is not a sign for backsliding in whatever you believed in, all right? But this is just a curious mind asking. So the question is prayer a scam? All right. Now, what is a scam? A fraudulent thing or a fraudulent deal, that is not true, in some kind of way, depending on the context that you are using it. But I hope you understand what I mean. As a religious person like me, this question will almost be like a taboo, like a heinous question, for somebody to ask. And I've already asked the question to a couple of persons, and the kind of answers that I've been getting is just very generic. Like you ask somebody a question and the person will refer you to a book. Most people are not having some kind of authentic answer to what they claim they believed in. All right. So I pray, and I know you that is watching this video, you pray also. Like everybody prays, as long as, or maybe unless you're an atheist. All right. So, but that is just a different case. So is prayer a scam? All right. And I know your straight answer to this question would be like, no, it's not a scam. An obvious answer to a religious person would be, it's not a scam. So now, if it's not a scam, so why are there so many problems, so many evils happening in the world right now? So why are there so many problems, disaster happening in the world? There's no peace. So as a curious person, you're supposed to ask yourself, what are we praying for? All right. So now that will bring us to another question, which is, why do we pray? Why do we really pray? All right. And this is irrespective of your religion. Why do we actually pray? Okay, so now I will help you with the question. We pray because of two major reasons. All right. Number one, we pray for our well-being, and secondly, we pray because of our spiritual well-being. All right. Because if you, whatever you are asking to the universe, or you are asking from God, whatever you are asking for must fall into these two big major categories. All right. Either you are praying for your own well-being, or you are praying because, for your spiritual well-being. Like, for example, for your own well-being, you are praying because you want to live a comfortable life. You're praying for success. Maybe you're looking for a job, and you're praying, to get a job, or you're praying to get healed if you are sick. All right. So, if you are praying for your spiritual well-being, you are praying, so that you can have an encounter, or maybe you are praying to have a fulfillment, in life. You are praying to get in contact or connect with something that is greater, than human beings. That is exactly, these two things are majorly the reason why human beings pray. All right. So whatever you pray must fall into these two categories. But understand that nobody will ever commit suicide because they are looking to have a connection to something that is greater than human beings, or because they are looking for connection to God, or because they are trying to find their purpose or fulfillment in life. Most of the reasons why people are being frustrated, most of the reasons why people pray, pray, like in every part of the world right now, is because of their well-being. You may think that human beings are selfish, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to live a comfortable life. Everybody wants to live well. So when people pray about their well-being, there's nothing wrong with that. So this is exactly the major reason why people pray about their well-being. All right. Because when people cannot be able to pay their bills, they can get frustrated, and if they lose their mind, they can kill themselves. They commit suicide. When people are getting frustrated, what is exactly getting them depressed and frustrated? It's because maybe it's mostly economic reasons. All right. So now let's agree that people pray because of their well-being. All right. You may disagree with me, but arguably people pray because of their well-being. So another question is that why is it that most of the people that really pray are the people who are suffering the most? You can take this anywhere or even look around you. Like most of the people that are majorly devoted in what we call prayer are the most people that have been frustrated, that have been betrayed, that have been in most troublesome situation. You will agree with me, if their prayer had been answered, they won't continue to pray. They will pray to a certain level where they have said, okay, I've gotten everything that I want. Okay, now I'm done praying. Or maybe I will pray for my spiritual well-being. But it's just like almost 99.9 people that are praying in this world are not praying for their spiritual well-being. They are praying for their own well-being. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing absolutely wrong with that. Now, if you've come to this level, you're supposed to come to a level of curiosity where you ask yourself, like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? All right, what is going on? What is actually going on? And this is not like kind of somebody that is backsliding, but if people can be very open and honest with you to tell you, how they think, what they really think about, you will really understand that there's been a lot of misconception when it comes to this matter of prayer. And I'm not trying to doubt your own experience, all right, but there's supposed to be a playground where people should have a general understanding and general experience if what they believe in are truly true, if the things that they really believed in are truly working for them. Now I will still ask you the question again, is prayer a scam? And now you will answer me, no, it's not a scam. That, whatever I've prayed for, I've gotten it. Whatever I've prayed for, I've gotten it. I prayed to get married and I got married. I prayed to start a business and I started a business. Now, the question you're supposed to ask yourself is that, what are the things that you have gotten through prayer, that you have prayed for and gotten them, which has never been gotten by someone who does not pray at all? Because trust me, I know a lot of people who do not really pray at all. And it's not like they are bad people, but they simply do not bother themselves when it comes to the act of prayer. But they have almost all the things that the people who pray, we are praying for. All right. So, like, for example, okay, you've prayed because you want to get married and then you got married. There are people who do not pray, but they are married and they are happily married. You are praying because you want to be successful. There are people who do not pray, but they are successful. You are praying, you are in the sick bed, all right? You are praying for God to heal you. And I'm not doubting that. And, you are praying to be healed. You are praying to whatever that you are praying for, to heal you. But there are people who don't give a damn about the prayer and they have never been to the hospital for the last 3-5 years. I know people like that. So at this point, if you are someone that is curious enough, you're supposed to be asking yourself a question. All right, you're supposed to ask yourself a question and ask people that you think that are knowledgeable to help you out. Like for me, I've tried to ask this question, but like I told you in the beginning of this video, they keep referring me back to a book. You're not supposed to be referring somebody back to a book. You're supposed to live long enough in what you believe in that's supposed to have a personal experience in that thing. All right, I'm not trying to call you a bad person, but supposed to understand what I mean by this. All right, like I said before, many people that do not even give a damn about this thing that you believe in, they are living the life that you're praying for. So you're supposed to ask yourself a question: what is going on? Like, what is really going on? And then seek help, seek answer. But I understand one thing about this thing is that many people are just full of themselves. They are arrogant. Their ego will not allow them to bend down to learn. All right, to learn. I'm not here to fix the world problem, but I just feel that I have to let you know so that you have a rethink and then find a solution to your problem. Because now the major reasons most people will now tell you that it's not a scam is because prayer as it is just an avenue to massage their emotions. right? To massage their emotions, maybe to cure themselves from being afraid or being fearful of the future, or afraid of life itself. So now, to come to the conclusion of this video, I'll still ask you again: is prayer a scam? Is it a scam? I don't know what you think. Is it a scam? So let me know what you think in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching. But before I go, I have to make this thing very clear. I am a believer. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm going to catch you up in the next one.